Guys, how are you all? So let's start the story. My parents arranged my wow with whom Jungkook. He make up out JK. Hey Jay, you are not happy? Jay, I am, but you are my friend, so Yoongi. Come on, guys. It's about your whole life. You stay happy, JK. And what about you? Yoongi, what? I don't anyone, so I don't think about these things for now. JK, you know what, Yoongi? You are so boring, and here I am thinking how you and Jimin are best friends. You both are opposite in personality still. Yoongi, we are best friends from, not from personalities, JK, yes. But where is your best friend, huh? Yoongi here, he said, and Jimin come. Jimin, hey guys. JK, you are late as usual. Jimin, huh? It's okay, Professor, don't come. Yoongi, our first lecture is free as you don't come today. Jimin, thank God. I was thinking he come and again start to me, Park Jimin, you are again late, and many more. They all chuckle. JK, you don't even try to come early. Jimin, I do. But as every night me and Yoongi talk for almost 2 to 3 a.m., I don't know how he come early. Yoongi, I go home and sleep. Simple. Jikia, and you don't sleep. Jimin, I don't. Che, you guys are really. Yoongi, yes, we are. And now, Jimin, Che and Cook is going to. Jimin, what? Really, Che? He meets with him. Jimin, I am so happy for you. Congratulations. Say thanks, JK. I am also going to. Jimin, congrats, Cookie. JK, thanks, Jimin. Jimin, so as our lecture is free, let's go in the canteen and do breakfast. Yoongi, you don't do breakfast again, Jimin. No, I don't. I don't want to come. Yoongi, come. We talk later. He said, and they all picked their bags and so Jimin come home after university. Mrs. Park, Jimin stay with his uncle and aunt, his mom, dad, when he was 15 years old. Mrs. Park, you come? Jimin, yes, auntie. Mrs. Park, go and make lunch. I am hungry. Jimin, but the grocery is finished. Mrs. Park, so what, huh? You have money? Go and buy. Jimin, but I have to pay my fees. Mrs. Park, I don't go, or otherwise she stand up. Jimin, no, no, please, I am going. Mrs. Park, go and come in 5 minutes. Listen, bring something from outside for me to eat, huh? And come early. You have do the cleaning and after that go on job. She said and Jimin just nodded and didn't look up. Jimin buy grocery and other things. He come home. He didn't do lunch, but he made. And then get ready for his job. He do job as a waiter in sub hotels and other parties, etc. No one know about this. Even Yoongi. He also don't know. Jimin don't tell anyone. He do job like this now also. He is serving juice. He is in same hotel. He's in some hotel. He see the group of sit there. He take a deep breath and go. He plays the juice. Boy one, excuse me. Jimin, yes sir. You want something? Boy two, he said, and he start laughing. Jimin see them and he stay silent. Jimin, if you want something to eat, sir, call me. He said and about to go, but he said and about to go. Hmm. Okay, so चला लेने हैं यार मैंने किसी ने की क्या हाँ okay and Jimin eyes widen Jimin I am not that he said and start to send but the boy don't. Jimin is on the edge of now no one is him as the boy is the son of the biggest businessman. Jimin leave me. The boy about his face Jimin closes his eyes but he then open. He don't feel anything. He open his eyes and he is shocked to see he stands behind someone. He don't see the person's face. He said and Jimin heard the voice, his eyes widen, he don't waste time and a manager come. Jimin take his step back, he see everyone is saying him and the man and they are gossiping. Mr. Min, what manager Mr. Min? What happened? Yoongi stand up Yoongi. वो सिम्बा जा रही सिम्बा गई गैरेज में सिम्बा गैरेज में चली गई और मेरा वॉइस ओवर भी हुआ ही नहीं हाँ तो in your hotel your hotel they are your staff and you don't know her this is your for your staff I do on you he said it extremely voice and manager shocked manager please sir listen huh you can tell us we handle this I'm sorry this is our mistake but don't do this Yoongi didn't listen manager he turned and see Jimin stand there. He saw on Jimin what he is doing here. He luckily come here with some other friends. He went to Jimin and see him. Jimin looking down and he sighed and hold his hand. He didn't care about anyone and take him with him. He don't leave him here now. And why he do? Huh? Jimin is his best friend. They come out from the restaurant and come in the park. The weather is so cold as it's already winter. Both sit there silently and Jimin wipe his. Both don't speak anything. And then Yoongi thought to break the silence. Yoongi cared to explain. Jimin, I am doing job like this from almost 2 years. Yoongi closed his eyes. His best friend is doing job, and he don't know. And as a Jimin, my aunt told me if I want to do study, I have to do job, and she do, but mostly I pay by my own. And today she said to me, I buy grocery, otherwise me, and I don't know, and I do now I have to pay. That's why I thought to do a part-time job. He said, John, looking down. Yoongi, and I don't know anything about this, Jimin. You are my best friend, and I know. You don't let me do job. That's why I don't tell you, Yoongi. You can tell, can tell. You can tell me, Jimin, if you want. Jimin, I don't want Yoongi. I have some Yoongi. What? Huh? Jimin, we are best friends. Jimin, we are. But Yoongi, you see your status. You are the son of the biggest businessman of Korea. And look at me. I am not even able to be in your house, as your housemaid is also so professional. And how can I tell my aunt you are my best friend and you help me? Huh? We are best friend in your eyes, in my eyes, but not in the eyes. Yoongi, oh, really? You think this, huh? I don't have any option now. He said and stand up. He held Jimin hand. Jimin, now what? Yoongi, just come with me. Don't ask me anything. He said and he is confused to go with Yoongi. Okay, so he don't said no to Yoongi. Why he said Yoongi is his best friend, he trusts him. And here, hmm, take him. Yoongi, take him here. The hotel is so beautiful, and the hotel is about to close. Jimin, why we come here, Yoongi? Yoongi, you know this place? Jimin-san. Jimin, yes, this is one. But why we come here? Yoongi for Jimin. He become confused. Yoongi, we both are going to here right now, he said, and about to go to see the father, but Jimin stopped him. Jimin, you know what you are doing? You know what you are doing? Yoongi, I know what I am doing. You talk about him from now you will be Min Jimin. You no need to do all this. And we are equal. We both will be best friends and always stay with each other for forever as we want. Jimin Yoongi, your parents and I don't want your Yoongi, I know you don't, but Jimin, it's true. I want to you, and you don't said anything, Jimin. But your family, Yoongi, you are angry. Tell me, Jimin. Okay, so okay, roommate, ठीक है. Looking down. Okay, okay. So he don't have any problem with him. He also care. He also care for him. Stay silent. And Yoongi know his answer. Jimin think he never asked from Yoongi about his as he is thinking Yoongi is just doing with him because he is just his best friend. Father come and Jimin see Jimin Yoongi. Father, that's why he is angry. After few minutes, both stand in front of each other. Jimin don't look at Yoongi. He is thinking how face him now. Father, Min Yoongi, did you accept Park Jimin? Yoongi, I do. He don't think Jimin look at him. Father, Father Park Jimin, did you accept Min Yoongi? He said, then Jimin see him. Jimin, I do, Father. You both may. He said, then Jimin shocked and Yoongi went to his hand on his forehead. On his forehead. Jimin see him. Father, so from now you both are. Yoongi, thank you so much, Father, he said, and Jimin is thinking. Suddenly, everything is changed. Yoongi is his now not only his best friend, Yoongi, come, Jimin, where? Yoongi at home. Jimin, I want to go in my home for now. He said, and Yoongi nodded. Yoongi, come, I drop you. He said, and Jimin see him. He don't know what he's feeling right now. He do Yoongi, he do right or not. He don't know anything. He just know he trusts Yoongi, as he have to know. Jung is just, it's just what I said. Okay, so the next text is time ka hai? Oh my. Yoongi dropped Jimin in his home. Jimin don't look at him. He ran inside the house and saying with Yoongi, he come home and think about Jimin. He really don't have any with Jimin. Jimin know him. It's Yoongi if he become his partner, but Jimin also think this. Both don't sleep all night and next day in university Yoongi come. He see his friends and Jimin is also present there. He look at Jimin and he sit on his place beside Jimin. Jimin see him and then looking down. JK, today is something change, huh? Yeah, they both don't meet like they used to. And I think last night you both don't talk. Jimin come early. Jimin Che, he see and he open his book, he start to read. JK, something happens, you both are with each other, you are not talking with each other. Jimin, no, it's nothing like that. Yoongi, yes. We don't have actually. He explained them everything and Jimin is silent. Azan. Jimin is silent. Tay Cook both eyes widened and shocked Jimin. You okay? Thank God. Was there? Jimin, I am fine, Tay. JK and I am so happy. Both are, I always had wish you both get Yoongi, so your wish is complete now. Everything is fine. What you said to Auntie? So Che is Yoongi cousin. He is talking about Mrs. Min and his granny. Yoongi, Jimin is my and now he is my responsibility. So I said them to Jimin is my. So you stay with Jimin, so you stay with Yoongi? Jimin, no, I was at my home. Tay, and why? Jimin, Tay, what Tay, huh? You stay with him. For you, he don't think twice and take that much big step. And here, look at you. And here, look at you. Jimin, Yoongi, when I am with you, you no need to feel, he said, and Jimin looked at him. He nodded. JK and J looked at each other and then them. Jimin, Professor, come, he said, and they all start to take the lecture. And Jimin, time to time, look at Yoongi. Then looking down, he remember how they get. He looking down and smile. Down and smile. Okay, so as today is Yoongi Hyung mom dad. Jimin, you go. Jimin shocked. Jimin, me. JK, yeah, you go. Che, you come with me. We see how uncle and auntie treat you and then we tell them truth. Jimin, but Yoongi, I wait for you. Stramin, he said and scoffed from there. Jimin see him with widened eyes. Jimin see him with the widened eyes. Jimin see him and he smiled. Jimin see him and he smile. 20 का हो गया, बस 15 का रह गया. Jay, I am so happy for you. Jimin, I am thinking how he accept me that much easily. JK, he is already with you. He said and also go. Leave Jimin shocked. So as the party is on the top, the flower is looking so beautiful and the lights fall on them, make them more beautiful and shine. This is normal in Min family. The parties like this and they always celebrate the like this. Everyone come. Mr. and Mrs. Min is meeting with the guest and Jungi Eyes is finding someone. JK, he still didn't come, he said while placing his hand on his shoulder. Jungi, you know, ऐसा तेरे notes तो बता देना मैं भी करवा लूँगी. You know, Jungkook, whenever I spend time with Jimin, I always thought I stay with him for forever. I think but after I don't know, but I start to feel. He said, and Cook smiled. Cook. So I was right. You are ready, Yoongi. I am not. No. Yoongi. I am not sure about my past, but now I am. JK, I am happy for you. Then, but Jimin still is Yoongi. I will handle him. JK, you're come. He said, Tay and Jimin come. Jimin is looking so beautiful in his sky blue shirt and his black a chain. Yoongi see him. He's Jungkook see him. JK, come in the reality, brother. Yoongi, huh? Yeah. And they both went to them. Jimin, Che, why you take me here? Che, what I do? Huh? What I do? That was your order. He signed to City. JK, hey guys. Jimin, hey cook. He see Young and looking down. Wow, Young looking formal clothes. Youngie, thanks, Jay, but I think my don't like. Jimin, huh? No, you are looking handsome, he said, and he see Jay and shook his hand. Jimin, you guys are too much. They all chuckle. Jay, Youngie, you come. Jay, oh my sister, how are you? I am fine. Finally, you come. Yoongi, she is my younger sister. She is my younger sister. She looked at Jimin with her cute eyes. She is in school. Yoongi, hey, he's Jimin. Hey, hey, what? Jimin, Park Jimin, your best friend? Yoongi, yes. Uh, hello, Jimin Hyung. I am so happy to meet you. You know, Hyung always talk about you. Jimin see her and smile. Jimin me too. Here you invite him and you don't tell me, Yoongi. I thought to give you a surprise. Hey, leave it, Hyung. Come. Leave it, Hyung. Come. Hmm. Hmm. I introduce you with mom and dad. I'm with you with mom, dad, and granny. Jimin shocked. Jimin, huh? I come with you. He said. Hein hold Jimin hand and drag him. Yoongi, I no need to do anything Hein too. He said and Jungkook chuckled. Hein introduced Jimin with his parents. Mr. Min go. Mrs. Min, so you are Jimin. Hein. I come, Jimin Hyung. You stay here, my friend is calling me. Jimin stayed there. Mrs. Min, you are Yoongi's best friend. He always talk about you. Jimin stays silent. Mrs. Min, make sure you both will just friends. Yoongi, it's impossible, mom. He come and Jimin see him. He is shocked. Mrs. Min see him. Mrs. Min, I don't understand. Yoongi, you said you both just be friends, but mom, it's impossible as we are now, he said. And Mrs. Min see him, she is shocked. Mr. Min call her, she go from there, she think Yoongi is kidding Jimin. Yoongi, what is this? Yoongi, I have to tell them. Then why not today? And I call you here for this. Jimin, but Yoongi, I am here. It's enough, he said, and she with him. Jimin seeing him after the party finished. I am tired, JK. What you don't do anything and you become tired, huh? So what? Mrs. Kim, Mrs. Kim, Tay, Tay stay silent and he roll his eyes. Tay, let's go, Jimin. Jimin nodded. Mrs. Min, wait. She said, and Jimin know what is going to happen. He looking down. Mr. Min, you are saying something, Yoongi. Yoongi, yeah, Jimin is my. He said, and Mr. Min looked at him. Hey, in here she become happy, but after seeing her parents, she stays silent. Mr. Min, what you said, Yoongi? I said, Jimin is my. Hmm, you know, no, you know what you are saying. This boy is your Yoongi. Jimin is my best friend, mom, and I'm the one who almost him for Mr. Min Yoongi. You know what you did? Yoongi, yes, Dad. I know what I did, Jimin. So it's not a big deal. I have to one day. Mr. Min, I already. Yoongi, okay, so cancel now. Mr. Min, you give him now. Jimin looking down, he heard and he looked at Yoongi. Yoongi went to him and he held his hand. Yoongi, but I don't skip. Dad, remember this, Mrs. Min. I said you many times, Yoongi. Stay away from that people, but you don't listen me. Now see, Yoongi mom. I don't hear anything about Jimin. He said in voice, Mr. Min, if you think you can stay here, uh, if you think you can stay here, hmm, 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 hmm. With you can't, you can go from here, Min Yoongi. Can't you? You can go from here, Min Yoongi. Yoongi, thanks, mom. Come, Jimin. Jimin Yoongi. Yes, it's okay. Okay, then bye. Mom, Dad, he said and hold Jimin hand. He don't turn and take him. Tea and cook about to go, Mrs. Min. Now where are you? Where are you going, Kim Taehyung? To my young and friend, he said, and go. Jungkook also go outside, Granny. the kid become, how can he boy become the son of this house? Mr. Min, he stay outside for some days. He know the value of all this and come back. Lil Hain see all this and she run upstairs. Mr. Min is so he also go from there and the others also. They come in the apartment. Jimin see the apartment. They all come and Jimin sit in the living room. Yoongi, can you please give me a glass of water? He said and Jay nodded. He go and bring water. Jimin sit there. Jimin sit there, lost in his thoughts. JK, well, I expect this type of reaction from your family, from your parents. Yoongi, me too. Me too, that's why I already arranged the apartment. He said, and they start laughing. Jay, please, please, guys, now be serious. Yoongi, I am serious. My dad think I am on his, but he don't know me, who I am. I am also his son. Till now he feels my every day. So what you do now? Yoongi, what I do? I stay here. Jay, and now don't send Jimin back. Yoongi, it's his wish. Jay, Yoongi, please, huh? Yoongi, huh? Okay, okay, I will not. Don't. They will understand soon. Mom, don't stay without me. Jay, hope so. Jay, okay, okay, then you both stay. We are also going. Jimin saying, Yoongi, you take some rest. Jimin, your parents, Yoongi, they will be fine. Jimin, no, you go and said sorry, Yoongi. And for what, huh? They literally you. Jimin, it's okay, Yoongi. They are older than us, Yoongi. Jimin, I don't do any on you, Jimin. I said no, it's okay, go and said sorry. Yoongi, they said me by themselves. I don't come, so I don't go. Jimin, it's okay, they are Yoongi. For what, huh? Jimin, you don't tell and you get Yoongi. And what about me? What about my feelings on Jimin? He said, and Jim is silent. Yoongi, you so much. They have to understand, smile. Jimin, but Yoongi, no, but you tell me, you stay with me or not? Jimin, I stay with you forever, Yoongi. Then we don't talk about on this topic, huh? He said then. Hmm. He said then. Jimin. Yoongi, and don't be. Nothing happens. He said then. Jimin nodded. Jimin. Yoongi smiled to see him. At least he started to take his. He started to take his step toward him. Yoongi, now no need to. Okay, Jimin. Okay, Yoongi, good boy. Jimin seeing him he again. After some time, Yoongi go for fresh up. Jimin sit there. Yoongi seeing him is looking so. Yoongi, you also fresh up. Jimin nodded. And he again started to do the with the Yoongi. What happened, Jimin? Huh? Nothing, he said, and Yoongi went to him. He see his chin. Yoongi, it's he said and he bent down. Jimin shocked. Yoongi started to free the and he don't. Then he do this with this. That's okay. So this was the second last text and the last scene. Hmm. 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 खत्म हो जा, खत्म हो जा. This Jimin didn't said anything. Yoongi come out and Jimin take a step. Hope you all like. If you like, then subscribe and tell me in comments. Bye bye.